Freddie! Surprise!
Dad!
What's going on with your son?
Wish I knew. He's got a girlfriend I've never even heard of. When I told him I wanted to spend more time with him, he said no.
It's just not a good time.
Have you considered that he hates you?
Don't sit there! Those are Christian Lacroix pillows.
So we can't sit on the couch.
Not in jeans.
Basketball fans, it's KG here. Hoop season is back, and I can't wait to kick off this season with the King of Sportsbook. This season, take advantage of BetMGM's first bet offer. When you place your first wager on basketball using my code KG1500, yes, KG1500, you got to register an account and make your first wager. If you lose, you get your stack back in bonus bets up to $1,500. Start the NBA season off right with KG Certified and the authorized gaming partner of the NBA, BetMGM. Your boy. Hey man, let's get it. Y'all know what it is. It's KG in truth. KG Certified. Let's go.
You back in action, baby.
Man, what's been up, boy?
Back in
birthday?
action.
You good?
Hell yeah, I'm ready for the season kickoff.
Man, bro, are you watching it? Bro, you watching this, bro? Bro, yeah, before we even get into our whole or whatever, bro, I'm just gonna say this. Remember how we was like going off how Summer League was looking and Wemby and how, you know what I'm saying? Bro, if I'm comparing Summer League to like now, let's say today, you hear me? Today,
Right.
Wednesday, here, today. No way Wemby was playing ball. He was not hooping. You know, he looks not even surprisingly different. He looks like, you remember we heard all the hype, the generational talent, LeBron? Bro, I didn't see it. I saw that shit the other night, bro.
Wait, hold on, though.
Hold on, let me give you one more.
Go ahead.
You remember when, everybody in here, you remember when Yao Ming played his first game against Sean Bradley? You remember this? I know you remember this. And Sean Bradley was beasting him, beat his shit up. I think he pushed him down one time. Look, no shit, go look this up, real shit. Look, I think he pushed him down. I think Yao fell.
Bradley?
Listen, Sean Bradley, bro, they played a back-to-back game. I'll never forget this. The next, I was like, damn, he kind of beat. I said it, he beast. Damn, he beast, big fella. Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lord, the very next night, matter of fact, at the end of that first game, I think it was in Dallas, Steve Francis went over and grabbed Yao's head, and they're like forehead to forehead, and you can see Steve Francis' hand, and he's animated. Man, I don't know what Jeff Van Gundy, I don't know what Steve Francis, I don't know what Cat Mobley, I don't know what they did to big fella, but the very next night, man, Yao Ming destroyed Sean Brown. I'm talking about banging him, and one of him, yeah. And Yao Ming played like that forever.
Damn.
That's what Wemby looks like to me. He came in, you know, like Bambi, you know, fragile legs, you know. You know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of fog. He had, you know, dipped his head through the fog. Bro, I saw it.
You saw it?
I saw the alien. I saw it. Joe, he caught on a lot. Bro, he was in the high post, P. Went pick and roll. They rejected it. They threw a lob to him, bro. He caught the shit at the first block and dunked it.
Yeah, I saw
it, bro. The left hand dunk. The left hand dunk. Yeah, go ahead, P.
When I say, all right, so now you changing your tune on him. When I say he could probably be all-star
I apologize.
Remember I said that?
I'll be the first to apologize if I get it wrong.
No, look, he may not make it, but he sure looked like he can, right? I saw it in Summer League, though. You know, I saw it in Summer League. It was just like, man, hold on.
P.
He a little bit different because, for one, he out there looking like a 7'5" KD. He looking like a cross between Giannis and KD. When I seen him go up over did you see that one move where he went up over the whole team and dunked it? And who was that? Was that Mark Bryant? Thomas Bryant?
Was looking.
And he looked up like.
That's the look. That's the look. When the nigga saw LeBron for the first time, it's like, oh shit. That was
that
it.
look right there.
Hey Wemby, whatever you doing, keep going, big bro. Real shit. You got yourself.
And the way the rules and way the officiating is set up.
It's perfect for him.
It ain't everybody talking about, oh, he too skinny.
No.
He can't handle.
No.
You ain't got to worry about the league. Ain't built like that no more.
It ain't no physicality.
It ain't that type of physicality
where
you got guys holding you, pushing you when you come through the lane getting checked. No, it's freedom of movement.
Yep.
So
And the skill, P.
and skill.
Yep.
And he is right now today, Wemby is one of the top 5 skilled players in the NBA. I said it right now. Right now, as of today.
I'm not even barking on
Top 5 most skilled players in the league right now.
I'm not even barking on that. You know why I'm saying that? It's because a lot of people don't understand that when you're 7'5",
and can do what KD do.
stop, man.
You can
Stop.
do what
Stop.
Antetokounmpo do.
Stop.
You can do what Anthony Davis can do.
Stop.
You can do what Embiid. Man, he's one of the top 5 most skilled players
And P, he's
in
just
the league today.
And P, he's just playing. He don't even know what he's doing yet.
Right.
He just reacting. You that
In this small sample, he didn't show me the handle.
Yes.
He didn't show me the step back.
Yes.
He didn't show me the lob, the pick and roll threat, the pick and roll and the pick and pop threat.
Yeah.
He didn't show me he can
Bag.
get the ball in traffic and dunk over everybody.
Facts.
I mean,
Playmaking.
Listen,
Listen, the Spurs should make the playoffs. Real
Damn.
shit. Real shit. Listen, he's one you got. Lord, I saw him in the OKC game for 3 minutes take it over. I'm talking about take it over. He had a point where he blocked the joint shot, came down, got a dunk. 2 plays later got a free dunk, and then he dunked it like, I wish you would jump. Like,
Right.
I wish you would.
I wish you motherfucker would.
Like he jumped, like he dunked that more like that. Like, yeah, like I'm sending messages out here. These is all subs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? P, I'm watching it, P. I'm watching it. Just like what you said, the game is condensed to his. I was all worried, like, you know what I'm saying? Lord, he got it. He got it. He got it, and it ain't like some average shit.
Now, this is the only thing.
Rebounds.
No,
Hear me out,
Go
though.
ahead.
I'm wondering, with the style though, P, he's 7'6". You got to give me more than 4 to 5 rebounds. So my question to you is, how do you take this talent and the flow and where we at with today's game, right? And how do I get that type of presence to come back into the paint and get rebounds or be more active in the rebounding? He's the biggest guy out here. He's got to get more than 4 to 5 rebounds. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure that. But we're in an era to where a lot of guards is leading their teams in rebounds because they shoot threes and it's a lot of long rebounds.
Yep.
So, guys like him, guys like we see, like Zion don't get 10 to 12 boards like we think they should, is because of the way the game is played. But also, and to your point, man, this guy, I never seen nothing. Never seen nothing.
The closest thing we seen to
man.
this was Bol. Bol's the
but-
first
but-
7'3", 7'2".
But this is my only concern.
Thon maker.
This is my only concern. Like, yeah, he got the skill. My only concern is how can he hold up over an 82-game season? Because that's everybody.
Everybody's going to bend the knee on that.
He gonna
You feel
get
me?
tired.
Yeah.
He ain't
Fatigue.
used to that.
Fatigue.
Now, we've seen in a small, short span of like, he can get the numbers, but like when they get to be like 40, 50 games and, the boredom set in and you tired and you traveling and you ain't out with your teammates.
Schedule.
You young, the schedule, it's just like it could get to, say you not winning too. Say if you not winning, let's just say they not winning. That not only physical fatigue can set in, but that mental fatigue can set in. So that's the part I'm gonna be looking at. When they get past 50 games and 60 games, I'm gonna see where he at then to see where he really gonna go. Because that's the hump that you get through your rookie year. We all went through it because you like, damn, we ain't never been through this marathon before.
Right. And your body ain't even conditioned yet.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm gonna be looking toward like when it gets to be like February, March to see how the numbers go. If they start going up then, if he starts seeing the finish line and start picking it up, then I'm be like, oh yeah, he ready.
You know what's crazy, Pete? And then we're going to move on. I didn't want to believe when I saw him you remember in the other league, he shot the 3 and then followed it up with a tip dunk.
Ooh.
I was like, oh shit. They ain't seen that since Dominique. Like shit like this.
Right.
Bro, when you saw David Robinson for the first time, you saw it. You saw it. You didn't know what you was looking at. You saw it. And then you saw him play. You saw it, right? Tim Duncan, same shit. When you watch big fella play, you was like, damn, right. That's what I'm talking about. He has the it factor to where I actually worried about I'm not worried about his scoring. Not only that, he's a top tier scorer. Like not even in playmaking, but in bag. Like one-on-one, yeah, get in the bucket, yeah. He can 2-dribble pull up, he can step back, he can hit you with the 3. That's something. He got it. He got it to where he can lead a team. Now it's about his IQ and his education. Now, Here come the schemes. Here come the trappings. Now,
Yeah, that's scary.
He ain't in the scout report either, P. So, you know, we know what he looks like in another league. Lord, he looking totally different. With the knowledge that and the stuff that he's getting from San Antonio, you can see the development. You can see how much he's grown in a fucking summer, bro. 3 months, 2 months. Man, get the fuck. Man, I'm talking about watching progression. You know progression. You know development, bro. He looks not only stronger, but a little smarter. And like when he went to go give a check, I would have came out with the high left hook, right? Man, came under with the. Bro, that ain't 7-6 movement.
That ain't.
Man, y'all was moving like a big ass oak tree when he moved. Shaq was walking through. Man, big motherfuckers who 7'1" walking through like an oak tree, bumping in this shit.
Yeah, he got that guard work.
Man, I want to see, hey, Wemby, I want to see you in the salsa competition, my dude. I need to see you in bachata. Man, he light on his feet, P.
Yeah,
he light on his feet, P.
Yeah,
Lord,
he gonna be a problem.
Listen, I was excited about the NFL. Shit. Man, I'm excited about the NBA today, boy. You hear what I'm saying? And I came over here, I was talking about Milwaukee being ready, win ready now, like championship ready now. The Celtics are in that same lane as being goddamn win ready now. Win ready now. I watched Jason Tatum now for like the whole little preseason. Stronger, a little bit grittier. I'm talking about offensive rebound. I saw him the other night he was on some big man shit. I'm watching all that. Bro, for the first time, we're gonna have, this is me. I'm shooting this already.
Okay.
Jason Tatum and Jay Brown gonna be in the MVP talks. They're gonna be in the MVP talks.
Okay.
I'm seeing how they moving. They're not moving like little homies no more. They moving like, I got a family.
He ain't been giving the Celtics credit. Now he ready, they ready.
Nah,
now.
Lord, I'm observing. Lord, I'm on the West Coast. You know, this shit started at 3-4 out here. You know what I'm saying? By the time I get to the crib, it's like halftime. You know what I mean? So sometimes you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, you pee after dark over there, you got that motherfucker whole going. You know, the whole 7-screen joint. He got the whole little BetMGM in there. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give me one of those. But yeah, I catch it and I see it, and when I'm watching it, you know, and then it's a lot of games too. So I'm trying to catch, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of games, and I'm trying to.
So off the start in the whole preseason, who's impressed you the most? Wemby?
Wemby's impressed me. Chet Holmgren.
He's impressed you the most?
Impressed me, yes. Shea.
Gilgeous-Alexander?
Man, he the Jay-Z of the game. You hear me?
No, not yet. Dog.
Shit.
He too young.
What's a young motherfucker who, you know what I'm saying? He like when everybody was cracking, 50 came in. Gee, Right.
All right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Like Shea coming in with a whole nother, y'all gonna respect mine. Y'all gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Bron is the Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, we gotta give Shea.
I'm going. But you understand what I'm saying? He coming in here like Virgil, like out of nowhere, like, damn, who is this? Like, yeah, that's the little homie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you who else. Zion. I finally seen Zion. Zion didn't start off with a couple, but the last couple games he looks really sharp. Those people standing out to me. In the Celtics, man, I gotta say, Tatum and Jay Brown, they look different. I'm just watching the bop. You know what I'm saying? Watching how they coming on here. Porzingis looks good. The Celtics look good.
Peyton Pritchard averaged over 20 in the
preseason. Listen, I just heard his regiment, P. He takes it like a boxer sparring. He'll bring a bunch of D2 guys, D3 guys come in here who's eager and want to play one-on-ones, and he'll go ones with like 15 motherfuckers, and then feed them, put them up, come in, and then have a night session. I see why his ones game is like that.
He always had good ones though. He just maturing to his game.
Yeah, it's a different level though.
And
it's a different level.
He's gotten stronger.
Yep.
You know, and his IQ is going up each and every year is what I'm saying. And he gained confidence from playing because we saw him out of college. You know, he was one of them dudes out of college, but you know, with the experience now and with the trades, it's opening up some playing opportunities for him. And then when you sign that contract, you feel good. You get that breath of fresh air. You can lean back and get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? You can put your foot up on the desk now. You know, you ain't just You know what I'm saying? So now you comfortable in your office
He can come in there and
space.
shoot that mug, and I'm gonna stay in the game.
I know I'm gonna be here for a little bit.
They gotta play me.
You know what I'm saying? Where, before you get that contract, it's nervous energy out there. You gotta, it's nervous. You hoping everything go in, but when you get the contract, you can see he signed that contract and came out that first day, had like a cool dub, like he was relaxed. He was like, all right, I'm settled in. You know what I'm talking about. You done seen it in all the teams when guys get that money and they like, all right, I go from an apartment, I can get me a house now. You know what I'm saying? You're a little more comfortable. You feel me? So
like when we had to start, we was built, when we first got to Boston, we had the, it was me, Paula, and Ray. And then Danny came to us like, yeah, y'all got to start implementing Rondo and some decision making. And we was like, what? And then next time we had something real, bro was right there. He was like, okay.
He was comfortable.
He was super comfortable.
He was in the house.
He was like, yeah.
He jumped off the porch.
Jumped off the porch like, ta-da, yeah. What y'all in here talking about? Yeah, I get it. I totally get that one. P, what's your thoughts on early Giannis and Dame?
I said this in the summer. I remember doing a show back in the summer, T-Mac and Rachel. So I was like, this is his best chance at a championship. Mm-hmm. Because I'm looking like, listen, as good as Dame is, and I always said that, if your point guard is your best player, it's going to be tough to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? And it's been rare that we've seen that. We've seen it with Isaiah Thomas, Magic Johnson, and then even in the case of Steph Curry, Curry was recently in his last championship, and probably his first one, the best player. You know what I'm saying? Before he got KD, he won that one. He was the best player. Okay, they gave Iguodala MVP, but we all know Curry was the best player. But then you got KD. So what we're talking about is 3 generational top 10 probably point guards of all time to win a championship. So if your point guard is not that, you got to have that dynamic Giannis type of player. You know what I'm saying? And so I thought that's a perfect fit. Now, where Dame could be that guy like down the stretch to make big shots, make plays that Giannis need. Because Giannis, as good as he is, he's not a clutch guy that you look at. He can score, but you get nervous if he get fouled down the stretch or he take that open 3 down the stretch. You're not really confident in that because he's not a high percentage 3-point shooter. And so you need a guy like Dame, and I thought that's the best chance. Now, in the preseason, it seems like they're still trying to figure out their chemistry. I saw some ups and downs, but that's going to come because great players, they figure it out. You know what I'm saying? They got high IQ. They're going to figure it out, and they're going to be one of the top teams. So, and when they implement Middleton, because Middleton's been in and out,
yeah,
and if he can get healthy, then you got to watch out for the Milwaukee Bucks. But to me, in the Eastern Conference, it's a 2-team race. And it's Milwaukee and Boston, and everybody else is this tier below. And unless somebody can make trades, I ain't doubting Miami, but they lost something when they lost two good players, 2 rotational player starters. Yeah, they get Hero back, and they still got 2 all-star players, but they're a tier down here compared to the Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks.
Other teams got better?
Milwaukee and Boston significantly got better. Porzingis, Drew Holiday, wow. And then you say Dame over there, just adding Dame. Come on, we already know Dame resume. Dame coming off a career year, scoring 31, 32 a game, and then you match in with Giannis, who's averaging the same 30-plus a game. You got 2 30-point scores. That's something that's going to be happening that you got to look at and say, hey, these 2 teams is here. Everybody else, it's a 2-man race in the Eastern Conference, I believe.
Man, you forget they got Crowder. You forget they got Brook Lopez over there.
Yeah, they got Lopez. But they need to find, they don't have no athleticism at the wing. And if you're going to contend with the Celtics, with Brown and Tatum, you need to get some athleticism at the wing. Because right now, they're a little small at the wing with Middleton. And
he ain't fully healthy either.
And they 2 guarders, who, Covington?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Connaughton.
Pat Connaughton.
Yeah.
And they have Beauchamp as
Beauchamp,
well,
yeah.
who's a younger player will get his first big kind of minutes this season.
Yeah, but see, that's the only concern with them. So is that enough, to match up with the Celtics?
Malik Beasley on that too, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. You know what I'm saying? Because Bees, he listen. I watched the Lakers go out and get that whole crew that was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Those were the dogs. Now they're in LA. I mean, granted, Bees is where he at, but I actually think that Middleton is not as healthy as advertised. I think that he's still going through a slow progression now. It looks like he doesn't look like himself.
What did he hurt?
I don't even know, but he's not moving the same. And yeah, he looks, yeah. But it's just like you said too. I'm eager to see the Knicks. Before we even jump in this, let me say this. I want to actually say this to you, man. I actually feel good about turning on. I was watching Brooklyn another day, and I saw
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons looked really good. Shout out to Ben Simmons, man. I'm glad you found your love, bro. Like real shit. Like you look great out there. You look like the old Ben Simmons, and he looks motivated. He looks very much into it. You know what I'm saying? He looked lively. He looked young. You know what I'm saying, P? Just making dimes, shot a couple fadeaways, got something. You know what I'm saying? It was just great to see, bro. Keep going, Ben. Real shit, man. Sometimes, you have hurdles in this shit and, you figure it out. I'm glad you figured it out. Keep going, you know what I'm saying? Salute to you, my dude. Real shit. But I'm eager to see what the Knicks and teams like Cleveland do. I think they got potentials with, especially, I think
I
Cleveland.
don't think things ain't right in Cleveland. I don't know what's going on over there. What you think going on over there?
I don't know. People, when I watch it,
I'm not sure.
It's not all bonded, right?
Yeah,
It don't look like it's coming together.
I'm not sure Donovan is happy over there.
What?
I mean, for one, he's not signing an extension there. And two, it just seemed like him and Garland, their chemistry wasn't always there. So it'll be interesting to see how that work out because talent-wise, they got talent.
On paper.
Yeah, on paper. And you got pretty much two all-stars over there in the backcourt. But
damn near three if you add Jared Allen, right?
Jared Allen. They got
Big
some
Mobley.
Mobley.
Both Mobleys. Look, they got a nice team, bro. They just got to
got
come together. But I see what you're saying with that guard play. That guard play don't look like
It don't look like that.
Right.
It look like, all right, your turn, then if you have it too long, it's my turn now. And it's kind of similar to the look over there in Atlanta with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. They kind of looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't figured out. And I know that's their first year together. And, it take time to probably figure some things out. But, like, I expected more from them. I didn't expect them to lose to the Knicks in the first round.
Really?
So.
Do you like the two-headed monster? You like when you got two guard play?
I like the talent over there.
People, how everybody's copying that, though. Look at Chris Paul and Steph Curry now. Steph Curry plays like, I heard Dame say this or give an assessment to Steph. He said Steph plays more like a two-guard. Gives it up, comes off picks, come off, gets it back, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Versus he was like, I come down, I'm initiating offense. I come off the pick, I'm coming up, I did it. You know what I'm saying? So to see the dynamic.
We in the era of positionless basketball. So there's guard, forward. He's a guard. There's no more point guard or two guard. It's just guard, forward, center. And ain't no point guard, two guard, small forward. That don't exist no more because what position is Giannis?
Right.
A forward.
He's supposed to be the power forward. LeBron.
I mean, what position is Bron?
They initiate all the offense.
Yeah, to me, I just say we just keep it simple. He's a guard.
Oh, wow.
Steph Curry is one of the best guards ever.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Where we at now?
That's where we at now, positionless basketball. Like, it's guard, forward, and maybe center.
So, and I don't know if we covered it, but I want to go back to it. So early on, Giannis and Dame looks good to you? Do you see it yet?
On paper, you gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You got two greats together, two top 75 players.
P, what's your thoughts on James Harden? You watching the whole saga? You watching it?
I'm hearing it, and I'm trying to see how it's gonna play out. To me, it's really no win-win here because I only see one team right now with interest in Harden. That's the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, and this is the honest point about this. I'm not even, when I look at this, if the Clippers do even get him, I'm not even sure, is he really a good fit on the Clippers? When you got Kawhi, Paul George, Westbrook, and then you add him to the mix, you got guys that need the ball. I'm not even sure how good of a fit that is. You know what I'm saying? And then where do you go if that flame out, if that don't work, if you get there? Now say you don't get to the Clippers. What other team in the league makes sense for James Harden? You know what I'm saying? What team is going to say, I'll give up some young pieces? What contender is going to say, James Harden can get us over the top? I mean, like you said, the wiggle, ain't no more wiggles left, it's looking like to me. It's one wiggle left. That's the Clippers. There's one wiggle left. You said it ain't too many. I see one wiggle left.
Damn.
And to be honest,
Damn.
I can see this maybe. This could possibly be James Harden's last year in the league. I mean, think about it. Like, he's made a lot of money. And this has nothing to do with his game, but we saw this happen with Allen Iverson. You know, we saw it happen with Melo, even though Melo chose to, play a certain role and got back in and played a few years. But James wants to play a certain way. What style fits to where James Harden can go and they can be like, welcome him with open arms and say, this is your team, or are you going to play a role here? You know what I'm saying? When you look across the board, what team can say that? Now, is there a contender out there? Denver? No, I don't think so. Golden State? No. I mean, think about Milwaukee? No. Even Dallas? No. I mean, do you send him to a young team? Do you want him to have this type of influence on your young players? I'm not so sure. James is a veteran. If he starts pouting or, saying, I ain't feeling this, and it surrounds your young guys, so like I said, this may be the last wiggle he got.
So you got Maxey sitting here watching him right now. Sixers ain't got Maxey nowhere near James right now, right? No, they don't want no influence around him.
Man, I mean, why? You got a guy who's like saying, I don't.
That's strong, P. Damn, James ain't finna be in the
I'm trying
league.
to make my name in the league.
Right. And then, P, if he go to the Clippers, you ain't got to give up one of them big pieces for him?
I think they got some expiring contracts they can give up. I think they got some.
Who?
I think they maybe.
Powell's the one that's been discussed.
Man, he ain't on no, man. He ain't making what James Harden making.
But they got a draft. They got a draft pick they can give up, and maybe a couple expiring contracts. But they ain't got nobody that's gonna move the line for the Sixers to be back in contention.
If he go there, you got to put Kawhi at like a 4, man. You got to play a small
But see,
ball.
this is what I'm saying. I don't even understand the Clippers' interest in it because I don't understand the fit with the rest of the pieces there. You got Westbrook. Think about this lineup that had a Westbrook. Who's starting? If you got
Westbrook.
James Harden, Westbrook, Kawhi,
George, and
Zubac. What's the starting lineup going to look like?
That's it.
That's going to be the starting five.
That's
So
it.
you putting Kawhi at the 4. Well, I don't want Kawhi banging with these big men playing against Giannis. I don't want him playing against all these other.
He gonna guard Zubac gonna guard the best big. So he gonna guard Embiid. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, who
Brook
gonna guard
Lopez.
Brook Lopez?
Kawhi can guard. Kawhi can guard.
See, that's
Giannis.
banging on Kawhi's body, who's been through multiple injuries.
That's part of it.
I mean,
You have to play. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You the 4.
I just don't
You're
see
strong
where's
too.
the chemistry at though, because Kawhi is your best player.
They know them. He's an LA guy. They
Who's
know
the point guard on that team?
Westbrook.
So you saying James Harden not gonna handle the ball? We ain't never seen that.
It's gonna be. I look at. Hey, look, you bring it up. Hey, I bring it up.
Westbrook and Harden didn't even work when they was in Houston, so how they gonna work in LA?
We're in
So
LA now,
they-
homie. It's the Drew. It's the Drew. It's the Drew slash
If they didn't
NBA
if they didn't like work together or like playing together in Houston, what's gonna change here? Now
We in
not
LA,
only
bro.
you got Westbrook, you got these other 2 dogs,
And we're older.
and this is their team.
Right. We're coming here to help them.
Can James Harden play a role? Can
gonna
you
have
say James sprint to the corner, spot up?
He gonna have to.
Can you say cut back door, come off the
He
down
gonna have to. He gonna have to.
Man, come on.
Didn't he kind of do that last year, though? He got back in scoring and upped his assists. He kind of...
He had the ball. That's why he was playing pick and roll with Embiid. He didn't run to the corner. He didn't cut back door.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
initiating.
He was
He was
initiating everything. He was still in
Tyrese Maxey
control.
took that. He started doing that.
Yeah. I mean, and then when he didn't have the ball, it wasn't like you seen James Harden ahead of the break getting layups, running. No, I mean, I'm just not sure if it's a good match for the Clippers. I mean, yeah, he'll add depth to them, barring that one of their superstars get hurt, because we've seen that each and every year that they can maintain pace if one of them get hurt, if that's what they counting on. But as far as the fit, and the chemistry on them, I don't really see it.
Neither. I was thinking the same thing, but then I was thinking, damn, don't you got to give up one of these pieces to get him? And then I started seeing the little list of what they can actually get for him. I was like, damn, it was almost like for Pau Gasol. Remember when the Memphis did when they got Pau Gasol for like a bag of Doritos and some chips and some shit?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
And
Remember that shit?
Diet Sprite.
Yo, that shit was like a Diet Sprite and some. I was like, the league full of shit. Anyways, it feels like one of those. You understand?
Right.
Like we are in a situation
but
where
Paul Powell was in his prime. We talking about a James Harden that's
man,
a little past his prime now.
Yeah, he is. And when we going back to Melo, remember Melo went through that point where he had to take a lesser role because, you know what I'm saying? Every player who, if you was that dude and you used to getting the rock and you put the ball in the basket, then everybody who's used to that is gonna have an issue because, you know, you used to having a clip on, you know, you used to, you know what I'm saying? Volume. And then you're asked to go to something of a lesser role, which you feel to your ego and all that, when really you're less.
Right.
Nobody wants to look in the mirror and say, hey, bro, you less. Right. And it ain't even a good or bad, it's just, you know what? You ain't, this little reputation you not built, you ain't really doing that no more. Not saying that you can't still produce, not saying that he can't still do something, but this is what I know.
Exactly.
James Harden is already who he is. He's not gonna take on no new nothings.
Right.
You know, maybe on the off court, some new habits and shit like that, but as far as on the court, he is what he is.
Right.
If he can't change his mentality, P, then he's gonna be out the league.
Room, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It had nothing to do with his talent.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to, P. Just like if I think I heard somewhere he had an opportunity to go back to Houston, and he was just chomping at the bit like on some what I used to be and none of that. Bro, you're gonna have to go ahead and digest that. That's gone. And if you can't go into this lesser role, spot up, coming off the bench maybe, I don't see where James gonna fit. But a player like James Harden is supposed to be able to go to any other team in the league and be valuable and come in here and do what he did in Philly, right? If not more, right? Man, chemistry and how he bonds. And then the league is watching how he performs, what he's doing right now. You ain't even in Philly?
Right.
Man, bro, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all this, bro, because P, you was in those rooms and we fought for a lot of rules. Man, the league is sitting back collecting data on all of this. And soon as LeBron, James Harden, Westbrook, Chris Paul, soon as everybody out the league, man, when Prince and Ace get in the league probably 15 years from now, bro, the league is finna be clamped tight. All this shit, bro, you see the guys play preseason now? Go play, I'm gonna play halftime, put my clothes on, come back out here, I'm eating my food on, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see out here. bro, the league, bro.
But listen, what you tell a cat that made...
Bro, the league is out of control.
But what you tell a cat that made over $500 million in shoe deals and contracts in the NBA and probably some other stuff we don't know about, what you gonna tell an NBA player if he want to get out of a place? Like, you think he care about these little $50,000 fines? Bro. You think he care about these little $100,000 fines?
Yeah, it add up. And
all right, let's just say he lose $1 million on the year.
I got it. I hear you, but I'm saying too, but your character. People want to work with people with good character, P. You know the league used to be, they used to really thoroughly go through you. Know your uncle, know your bad auntie, know your sister who knocked somebody out. Right. They know your whole shit, you feel me?
Right.
So the league ain't shocked on nothing that you're doing. They got your backstory, but how you wiggling the book of business. This ain't just the U.S. We talking, he's huge in China. We talking Adidas, we talking partnership, and that's where they go at. The first thing you feel, dog, or the first thing affects you when you win some situation like this, they go at the wallet because they know if they strain the wallet, bro, you go. It's like the look at the whole Ben Simmons joint. Remember when we was going through the whole Ben Simmons, how they was, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying to say that, you know what, this could have been resolved a long time ago. This is the bullshit of Daryl whatever dude name is in Marley, the fucking GM in fucking Philly. This is the bullshit between, these are games. He could have done this in the summer, this could have been over. If I'm Joel Embiid, man, I'm asking for Daryl Morey to be fired and get the fuck out. I thought Elton Brand was the fucking GM. What the fuck going on? Like, bro,
let me tell you what James
if I am Embiid, I am livid. I am livid. Man, y'all should have got this problem out of here. Got this out of here. He's the MVP, bro. He ain't in no championship talks. And he gonna have a goddamn extension too. And Big Fella got an extension coming up too. He's sitting back watching all this. Maxey watching all this. All those guys, man. The league watching this. So, for good business, man, I just hope that the Sixers and James Harden come to some resolve and just get it over with. We don't want to sit back and watch all this shit.
James Harden gonna be in Saudi Arabia making $100 million a year on
$600 million, starting off the Saudi league,
the Saudi league,
putting up 70.
right?
Ooh, why you bullshitting? Why you
Might
bullshitting?
have to do that. Might have to do that for a couple of years.
If this is how they're handling a top-tier player in the league, I get it. James kind of initiated. It's all initiates, right? It's a pot, right? But in the world of book of business, this is now a distraction. When you come in October 1st, guess what the first thing coach say? Okay, let's lock in. When them doors shut, every 15 to 25 guys in here know exactly what that means. Phones ain't, summer's over. You locked in, here come the terminologies, here come your book. Everybody knows it's time. So if we're not in here talking about basketball, talking about where we going and strategizing, we ain't here talking about this shit, bro. Man, think about how much of a distraction this is, P. Every day they come into practice, this is what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So he taking notes on all this. Bro, man, if I'm watching this, bro, I'm like, nah, this is, listen, it's time to move. You know what I'm saying? P.
It's time to get a new
breath
of fresh air.
Fresh air. You know what? I can go somewhere else and be appreciated. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he appreciated there. He just don't like the way all this is going down because now you went from a contender to now you don't
pretender.
know. So you don't know what's up
pretender.
Now. You got to hope that Maxey, say Maxey turned into an all-star though.
Bro, he can. He can.
Right, well, that could be incentive to stay, too.
Listen, they're going to need more than Maxey, though, bro. Milwaukee just got not only noticeably better, but the Celtics got noticeably better. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, boom. Like,
you got to look
saying?
at the big picture, though, Tig. Check this out. Now, if I'm Embiid, you know our teams trade major players like Embiid east to west, west to east. If I'm Embiid, am I really looking to go out west? You see how that's a buzzsaw out west. Your best chance is to get better in the east. Your best chance is to get better in the East because you go out West, how many teams is good in the West? Whereas in the East, you got Milwaukee and Boston. You are one move away from being in the same position as them. You are one move away from being in the exact same position because we got the MVP, we got the best, arguably the best big man in the league. We are literally one piece away. So if I go into a situation to where I'm in Portland and they trade the whole stock market for him, no, you rebuilding again. Right. So is you ready to take that chance?
That's what I'm saying. He's sitting back taking them notes like that. Like, nah, I ain't ready. He not built that. The process, he built all that. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of equity in that. To just throw that away.
That's what I'm saying.
But he's taking notes too.
You really got to really think it out, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes the grass ain't greener.
Green on the other side, word. That's real.
Is there a team close by, Philly, that could be a potential?
Or a player.
But you ain't playing. You is not trading Embiid in conference.
No.
Not of that caliber.
No.
When's the last time we saw that?
Never.
An MVP get traded to the same conference. No, we shipping you out west. No, you ain't about to come back and win.
See us full time.
Yeah, no. No, you ain't doing that.
No.
Not of that caliber. We ain't seen that.
Jimmy Butler might be the closest. Real shit. When, Miami, Chicago, that's all I'm saying.
Jimmy Butler didn't get re-signed.
I got you.
He didn't get re-signed.
No, I'm saying when you, I see what you're saying. I got you.
Nobody at the MVP level is saying, all right, we'll trade you to Miami for Bam and Hero and all them and pair him with Jimmy Butler. No, they not doing that in conference. No.
Not that caliber.
And don't forget, the Sixers were 1 quarter away from going to the conference finals.
Right.
And now they're here.
Listen.
Yeah.
It was a bounce away. You know what I'm talking about? Like, bro, they got the worst.
Look how close they did. They got the worst luck. You lose to Kawhi on a bounce. You trick off Game 6 at home versus the Celtics where you're up there and you got the home game to put it away. I mean, dog, they've had opportunity. And who you blaming? Who is Embiid blaming? Because he didn't show up in them games. So don't blame it, all of this on something else, the coaching or that, because if Embiid had been Embiid in Game 6 at home versus Philly, that ain't had nothing to do with management. That had everything to do with what you have to do on the floor.
Right.
So, you better think twice if you saying, I'm off this shit, it's dysfunctional around here, because I'm sure that organization will do everything you want. that you ask. They catering to him in his prime. So sometimes you just got to take a deep breath and take a step back and be like, hold on, let me not think with my emotions.
Facts.
Let me chill and let everything settle down until the dust is clear and figure it out.
So Celtics 54.5. How do you guys feel about it? Over or under?
Over, under.
Yeah, the Celtics should be over 54. Yeah, they should win 55 games this year. If they're not leading the East this year, obviously, I got teams like Milwaukee, but those two are going to be 55, 54 plus win teams.
I see them having over because I feel like they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. And they easily could have been a 60-win team last year with crazy losses to Orlando at home, on the road, to teams they're not supposed to. They played down a lot to their opponent. They had some bad losses. And I think at times they got bored with the process. And so I could see them probably as the only 60-win team in the league this year.
Vegas has them as the highest, their odds of win
best
total is
record.
the highest, yes. So right there. So the next team I'm going to ask you about is the Nuggets. They're at 52.5 wins. Obviously, they lost Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, but they're the defending champs, and they have one of the best duos in all of the NBA. So 52.5 for the Nuggets. But the West, as we see, has 10, 11, 12 teams that could all make the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to say Denver to be over 52 wins. I want to say that. Yeah, Denver doesn't look. When I watch Denver play, Denver doesn't look interested. They don't look. You know what I'm saying? They don't look. First
Look like
off,
championship hangover
yeah,
right
they,
now.
They, absolutely.
Well, it's preseason ticket. I don't
get
take
it.
a lot of stock.
I know. And you
I
know
don't
what?
take no stock.
That's why you hear me easing into what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I don't take no stock in the preseason.
No, I don't, but that's the way you prepare, bro. Like, a lot of these motherfuckers think that you can sit out the whole preseason and pop up and like, ta-da, like, bro, I don't know. In my circumstances or in my experiences, it don't work like that. And you need the preseason games to create that chemistry, the know-hows, especially if you're not practicing, Pete. You know what I'm saying? If you're not practicing, then I would say these preseason games become a little more important, a little more essential. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Denver seems to be in like a hangover. It's a lot going on in Denver. Coach Malone just lost his father. Damn. Shout out to the Malone family. Condolences. So yeah, but if I'm a betting man, yeah, I'm gonna say they're gonna win over 52 games this year.
All right, so this is how I calculate it for them. I feel like they're gonna be probably the best home team in the league.
You think so?
I mean, that's a tough place to play, Denver.
Yeah, that's
so I could see them winning like 35 games at home. I could see 35 wins at home. And so that's 34, 35 wins at home, 6 losses. That's doable for them.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
And then so now we're talking about the rest of the games where you got 40. I can see them being a 500 team at home.
On the road,
I can see them being on a 500 team on the road. Mm-hmm. So that puts them at like 54 wins. 54 wins. So that's say 21 and 21. That's 21 wins.
Yeah.
35, that's 55 wins.
That Bruce Brown rendition is going to hurt them. Listen, he did a lot for them, bro. Uncle Jeff did a lot for them too. And they was all in the chemistry of how it was rotating. I'm eager to see how these new parts gonna come in.
No, but they got guys that they had it in there that can step up now. And one of them is Braun from Kansas, my Kansas guy.
Boy. Yeah, he's nice.
He played a big role in the finals as a rookie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have an expanded role because I thought he played well. And I could see him being that Brown
that filler,
to where he a defensive guy, he hustle. I mean, he brought energy too, just like Brown.
What's his game, P?
Man, he an energy guy, man. He played hard. He's great on defense. You get him in transition, he can finish. Okay. He can knock down shots. He knows his role, and that's tough for a rookie, and I just know him understanding his role. He understands how to win. Think about it. He won at every level. He went from high school winner, college winner, pro winner. So he understands, what it takes.
Right.
And that translates, I'm telling you. When you win, you understand how to win. So he ain't coming in there like, I need to score 20. He like, shoot, I'm gonna play some D. I'm gonna lock this dude up. I'm gonna get some steals, some offensive rebounds, and just bring energy.
And he played in the finals.
Yeah, he played as a rookie.
That's what I'm trying to
like
tell you.
a significant role. He earned that. But he understands what it's like to be in the moment.
Coach,
and he's not afraid of it.
Coach put you in the finals. That means you did something right, or you're doing something right.
Exactly.
The next team I have is the Lakers. Vegas has them at 46.5 wins.
Man, I watched the Lakers. Man, the Lakers going to be actually better than what some teams or what most going to give them, bro. I got the Lakers winning 50 games this year, straight up. Listen, I talked about this a little earlier, man. The Lakers got a bunch of hustlers, and they got some dogs on their team. You know what I'm saying? The Vanderbilts, the Christian Woods, I love Austin Reeves got this newfound confidence. You remember you used to like breathing? Austin Reeves, he got the super exhaust, you feel me? But I like what I'm seeing from the Lakers. They play a little more grittier, a little more faster versus, the more cooler, more laid back style that we've seen in custom these last couple years. And it's all gonna be about how LeBron and AD go. If AD can hold up and actually, be a presence like we know he can, and take some of this responsibility off Bron. I think if you can get Bron rest, Bron get to the playoffs, man, you hear me? You give yourself another crazy run.
What's the over-under for Lakers wins?
40, 45. I think it's 46 and a half.
I think the Lakers going to do just enough to get in.
Think so?
But this has nothing to do with their talent or their roster. This has a lot to do with how many games is Bron going to play this year, how many minutes. Can AD stay healthy? Now, Reeves, you on the scouting report now.
Yeah, you win it. We know your game.
You on the scouting report. Yeah, they got more depth. I like the depth that they added. Hopefully it can help them. But you're going to need these other guys to help carry guys like LeBron and AD in the season when they resting or when they dealing with nagging injuries. Is the depth that they have enough to win some of them games that they supposed to win? Like, say they go to one of the worst teams, Orlando, and win, or Houston and get a win without LeBron and AD.
You keep slapping at Orlando, boy. They gon' boy.
No, this ain't knocking. This is just off the teams that just wasn't.
But
this is the teams that wasn't that good last year. All right, Houston then. Can they go to Houston and not have Bron and AD and still get those wins?
Facts.
So that's going to determine if they get over. And I think
you like D-Lo with them?
D-Lo's got to figure it out. Because now that he got to change his game. Because, he was a ball handler. He got to change his game because now we like Austin Reeves being more of a playmaker. We got LeBron being more of a playmaker. D-Lo, you got to be more of a spot shooter, come off some dribble handoffs now. He can do that, though. He got the type of game he can do that. But he got to change up on how he scored because it seemed like he was uncomfortable in the offense at times because he didn't know where he was getting the ball or where he was going to be at in the system. So he got to learn to be off the ball a little bit more because when they all healthy, you got other guys that's handling LeBron most of the time, and then they like what Reeves brings to the table with his playmaking. So when they added him, it took away from D-Lo.
I watched, he first off, be consistent. 2, he gets lost. Like, I done seen him come, in the first couple quarters, and he'll be active, but then all of a sudden, game goes on, and you don't hear him, or he's just lost. So I saw that confidence linger too. I saw him a little bit. Didn't look like he was for sure at times.
He wasn't comfortable, right? It did look like that.
And listen, if you're gonna do with the things you're talking about, you gotta have D-Lo in there. He's gonna be part of that group when Bron and AD is out to be able to put the ball in the basket,
right.
Keep it high energy, high paced.
And sometimes what guys don't have to get, what they have to get in their head is, listen, we have a role for you, but you got to play different roles because, like you said, when Bron out there, we need you to be this role now.
Facts.
The
Bron out there,
you
I got the ball.
Wrap your mind around like it may be some nights I'll be the guy,
Facts.
and then maybe a lot of nights I'm not the guy. So if you can get your mind around constantly changing into different roles and be comfortable with that, then you'll be more consistent and you'll have a better understanding of what you need to do out there.
Who better, Lakers or the Clippers?
Man, a healthy Lakers or a
Healthy
healthy,
Clippers.
right? Regular season Clippers. I mean, they've dominated the Lakers over the years since T. Lou's been there. They've dominated.
I'm talking about
they've
this
won.
year's team.
This year's
two
teams.
You in LA.
Both teams healthy.
Healthy.
I'm gonna say regular season Clippers, but I'm taking Lakers if it's a playoff matchup.
So what you're really saying is the Lakers are better.
No, they just know how to win in the playoffs. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
So let's talk about the Clippers then. Vegas has them at 45.5 wins, one less than the Lakers. So how do we feel about 45.5 wins over under on that?
Man, when I think about the Clippers, P, I always think about the health of Paul George and the health of Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Because how them two go, that whole way, they're 90% of it.
Yeah.
How them two go in that wave and that surge, bro, they initiate so much on both ends. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about not just putting the ball in the bucket, but coming down, coming back on the defensive end, getting stops. Like the way those two have impacted one, like no duo impacts better than these two. You know what I'm saying? Like just think about how much responsibility on these two's health alone. You know what I'm saying? Not just having one, but having both available.
Yeah.
That's the biggest question mark with them. Like, can the Clippers be one of the best teams in the West? Absolutely. Do they have the team to be able to do that? Yes. They have coaching, they have all of it. If one team can make a move to get you kind of a post or like a four or like that forward big we talked about, I would love to see that. But the Clippers can be just as good as any other team in the West to me. They have the tools and the pieces to be able to do that. It's just about health with me. When I watch them, it's about availability and health. You know, those guys are when they're healthy, shit, it ain't no better two in the league than goddamn PG and goddamn Kawhi, you know? And I'm talking two-way players.
Yeah.
Big shot making, goddamn, you know, both want it, you know, both got a bag. Straight up, it's just about their availability and their health. But
I think they go over.
I think they go over too.
I think they go over.
I think they go over too.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a year where they a little more healthy. I like what Westbrook brought at the end of the year last year,
Yep.
that energy and how he established his role, because we know Westbrook has a lot more in the tank, and the way the Lakers made him look like the scapegoat because it wasn't a good fit. Okay, that's fine. But he looked great with the Clippers, especially in an expanded role when them guys did deal with injuries. He kept them afloat, or when these guys sat out. So if these guys are all healthy, I got them winning over 45 games. Yep.
Vegas has a lot of teams that they don't know what to do with because of the depth in the West, and this to me is one of those teams they don't know where they're at. So Kings, 44.5. How do we feel?
The Kings, 44.5. Yeah, the Kings, I think, are going to probably be in like a 48, close to 50.
I don't know.
They are the most slept-on team in the league.
If they had a 48-50, that means they're going to be like a 4 or 5 seed. So
Yeah,
for me,
yeah.
because look.
They're going to be higher than the 6th seed.
They had 48 wins last year.
All right, listen, I love Sac and I love what they did last year, but to me, if New Orleans is throwing a wrench in this with a healthy Zion, Memphis, when Ja get back, is throwing a wrench in all of this. Lakers, think about these teams. You got Denver, Lakers. New Orleans healthy was at one point the #1 team in the West. Remember that? So then you got to deal with Golden State. Don't count them out ever.
Ain't nobody talking about them.
Don't count them out ever. 5.
Phoenix.
We done seen them in the preseason. That's 5. So, like, dog, I'm telling you, Sac could be a play-in team.
Damn, hell.
The way the West look, I'm telling you.
I get it. Sac been together. They got
They've
chemistry.
been
Hear
together,
me
but
out.
look
Phoenix
at the West.
just
The
not
West is
putting
crazy.
together.
And don't go into Oklahoma and think it's sweet.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
that part.
They're at 44.5 too.
Don't go into Oklahoma and think it's sweet, even though they young.
Yeah.
So teams like that, and don't go to Portland and think it's sweet either, because they young and hungry. Man, come on, they got some athleticism up there. Hey, don't think it's sweet in Portland or OKC. I'm saying it right now, because you could go up there and be like, okay, I want to go to Randy's Donuts up there and and go to the strip club, you better get your rest when you go to these towns. Voodoo
up.
Donuts,
Voodoo
you go to
Donut.
Voodoo Donuts thinking it's sweet. In Portland, end up at a strip club with some Voodoo Donuts that get
Straight
popped
up.
the next night.
Straight up. Been there, done that.
What? Right.
Right. Shout the voodoo.
All right, so 44 and a half. How do we feel? Let's hear it.
I'm going under in the West this year.
Okay, what do you got?
Under 44 for sacks.
Really?
Yeah, I got them. I got them damn near 7, 8 seed, maybe play in.
No, I got them a little higher. I got them probably about 6, maybe 5. You know why I'm saying this? It's because, first off, Phoenix looks unbelievable. They look very, very solid, right? Them guys look like they've been playing together for a while. The Kings have been playing together for a minute. You got to take in chemistry, P. You know, I love how Golden State looks with Chris Paul. It looks like it's, continuity. And that's what I'm banking on. These are not the same Kings that, miss assignments. These are not the same Kings that, miscommunication,
Yeah, I get it.
single
They
play.
great at home and
I'm believing in
everything.
Mike Brown. That's what I'm saying to you.
Right,
He showed me. He showed me that when he got players to commit, to run away, man, you got a superstar, you got a big over there, you got great cast over there, you got a decent bench. It's up. It's up. I'm gonna say that it's up over there in the sack.
I mean, we didn't mention all these teams, and so we ain't got Dallas and none of this.
Nope.
Kyrie and Luka ain't nothing.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
You was on them last year too.
I was, bro, until I saw it. I saw it. I was like, oh no, this ain't.
That's the best duel in the league. You telling me Kyrie and Luka? That's the best ones right there.
That's my voice?
Yeah, that's
what
your
I
voice.
said?
That's your voice. That's the best ones right there. Luka and Kyrie, the best all-time handles, and this Luka, he the best thing since sliced bread.
I don't even talk like that. Let me do P right quick.
You be having me sound like Kermit the Frog. Like, I don't sound like that.
If Dame can get to Milwaukee, I'm telling you, if Dame can get.
I don't sound like that.
He's certified. We out.
First place I learned about death was the pet cemetery. Dead things buried in that land would come back as something else. Something's wrong with Timmy.
He needs time to adjust.
Something's talking to him.
Pet Cemetery, Bloodlines, now streaming. Rated R.